welcome to block 4, and this block is called Thistle. So you'll learn a new way of stitching again today, but you're also going to learn how to do a foundation row. It can be a little bit tricky, so if you don't get it, there's always the option to go back and do the chains and then go back through and work into those chains. But give it a go, because it's one of those things that you can use on anything and everything that you do. You can do it with a single crochet, you can do it with a half double crochet, you can do it with a double crochet, you can do it with anything.
It's great.
It's really good.
Gives you a nice edge on your work. Yeah, it's very, very good. So we'll take you through step by step on how to do a foundation single crochet method. So instead of doing a row of single crochet and then doing a row of chain and then a row of single crochet into the chain, the foundation method creates the chain and the single crochet at the same time. So you eliminate a row pretty much. And what it does is it creates a much stretchier edge. And then you'll learn how to do your thistle stitch, which is just simply lovely. This is how your thistle will look. So it's basically the bulb of the thistle, which sits like this here. And then you have the fan that sits over the top. Don't worry, you don't create all of this in one action. It's done over a number of rows. So in one row, you will create the bottom half, and then you do all the other bits along the row, and then the next row, when you come back, you will create the fan over the top. So this big bobble, you need to make sure that you pull all your loops up nice and loose and long and even, so that you can pull your hook through all these loops nice and smoothly. So it's important to have nice, even tension. And remember to keep your fingers nice and close to your work and pull your hook through. It's gorgeous.
It is. It's fun to knit.
It's very fun. Crochet. It's very fun. Yeah. I wonder if we could make it knit. Maybe we need to work out a knit stitch that looks like this.
Yeah. You can do that for the
No,
next
you can do that. That's your. That's mine. I'm making you set that. Yeah. We'll have to do a knit along it. Claire can work out the stitching for the knit for this one. But yes, it's really lovely. So I hope you enjoy it.
See you next time.
Okay, so I'm just going to count, and I find the easiest way to count is on the top. And I start from the first V, and for this block we need 37. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're ready to go. So just remember, if you can't get that, and it can be a bit tricky at first, don't worry, you can do the single crochet. You can do the chain and the single crochets. So for if you've done the foundation row, you go to row 3. Okay, so we go and we're going to chain 3. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And I just love my little things because that's your last one. So I mark mine so I know where to go. And that counts as your first double crochet. And then we're going to double crochet into the next 5 stitches. So yarn over to there. Because it's so, I'll just explain that. Because that's counted as your first double crochet, you miss this one. Okay, so what have I done wrong? I've gone the wrong way. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, one extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so just pull that one out. Then what we're going to do is we are going to in the next stitch. So we're going to do our bobble. So just to make sure that you don't, because if you can't pull it through too tight, keep your finger here when you're wrapping it round, because it's the wrap around ones that get caught, not the ones you're pulling through. So pull it out, so that's one. Keep your thumb down there. Pull it up, that's two. Three. Four. Make sure they're up nice and tight. Now the variation with this one is that we're going to pull through all of those but not that last stitch. So straight through, up, yarn over and through the last two stitches. And then we're going to do a double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. Just pause it. Two. Okay, so here we are again. Make sure you've got plenty of yarn because the bobbles use up quite a bit of yarn. So yarn over, pop your hand there so you keep it nice and loose. Go, pull it up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over, pull through all through except for the last 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to do our next 5 double crochets. Two, 3, 5. Now back to another bobble. Pull it through and finish off with our 5 double crochets. Just pop them through, and that's the end of your first round. You've got your 5 balls. Okay, Okay, so now we're going to be doing row 4. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I always like to put my little markers in. Slide that in there. So what we're going to do now is another 4 double crochets in that stitch. So get that out of the way. It's in that first stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and that gives you a 4. So the chain 3, remember, is our counted as a double crochet. Okay, so we've got our 3 in there, plus 1 over there, which is 4. And then what we do is we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2, and then on this one here we're going to do a single crochet. Then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, so this one and this one. Now on your bauble, you've got your stitch. So what you need to be able to do is get right in underneath that layer, and we're going to do 7 double crochets. So right into there. So that is 1. Oops, 2. 3. 4.
You don't want these in the shop anymore? Did you sell them yarn? Is that why they're here?
5.
Sorry.
6. 7. Okay, so you get a lovely little fan, and we'll just count our stitches just to make sure. So there's a couple of ways to count these. So if you grab a hold of your finger in there, so that's your single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or what you can do is count your loops on the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're right. So then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and we're going to do a single crochet into here. And what that does is anchor down your little fan that you've got above your bauble. Okay, so we're going to skip another 2, and then we're going to do another 7 double crochets. So you'll see that it's right underneath. So you don't want to go into that, and you don't want to go into the stitch before. So it'll be a little bit firm. Straight in there. Oops, better do a yarn over first. Straight in there, and we'll do all our 7 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to count 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, and into here, and we're going to do our single crochet. Skip 2, and then we're going to go under here and do another 7 double crochets. Okay, so we're going to count our posts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to skip 2 and do a single crochet and just repeat that to the end of the row. Seven, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yep. And then we skip 2 stitches and we do our single crochet, and then we go through to our last one. So this is a good reason I deliberately didn't want to put one in that end to show you if I was coming up this end, that would tell me the stitch straight away, but over here we need to work out your third one up, or alternatively you can just go into the hole. So either one's fine. And we do 4 here, I think. Yeah, 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's the end of row 4. All right, so we're going to go and do row 5 now. So just going to turn our work, get plenty of yarn. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and pop one of those in there. Maybe use a blue one because it's pinky colour yarn. And then we're going to do a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So because this is counted as a double crochet, we don't go into that very first one there. We're going into this one here. And you'll soon, whoops, that just flicked out. That's okay, I'll leave that for a minute. You'll soon work out whether you've got it right or not, because what you do then is you're going to skip the next double crochet, which is this one here. And in this single crochet that's down here, we're going to do our large ball. So hanging on to that. Here we go. So pulling it up. 1, 2, 3. So just watch, see how I'm holding that yarn on the hook so I can't pull it tight. 3, 4, 5. Okay, yarn over. We're going to pull through all of the loops except the very end one. Pull through there, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to skip the next single crochet, and then we're going to do 5 double crochets. So we're going to skip the next double crochet, that stitch there, and we're going to do 5 in a row up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I meant to do, sorry, before I did all of that, was I wanted to lay it flat so you could see. So what's happening in the row before, your single crochet is sort of anchoring, so you've got this nice little fan. Then what we're doing on the way back is that we're putting another bauble in here for you to build, all right? And that's what we've done here. And that just gives you your continuation. So we'll keep going, and we'll do another bauble here because I've done my 5, so I'm missing that last double crochet. I'm going into this single crochet here, and here we go. Mistake number 1. See how much tension I've got on that yarn? Bad mistake, because then I won't be able to pull it through. So I'll just give myself plenty of yarn because the baubles do use a lot of yarn. Relax your hand, and for those of you that are tight like me, just concentrate on your breathing. So nice and loose around here, and in we go. Pulling it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Round to go. Hold it down and just pull through to the last stitch. Yarn over, pull through to the 2. Okay, so we missed this one and we're going to do 5 double crochets. Here we go in the next 5 stitches. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure I've got plenty of yarn, which I do. We're missing that stitch and we're going into the single crochet and up we go. So 1, 2, 1.